If you'd like to purchase Magic Online cards with event tickets while logged in on Magic Online, look at Mtgo Academy's selection by trading our official bot, Academy Sellbot. You can find it in the Magic Online trading area or add it to your buddy list.
So this is the fourth match with our rack deck. We've won the dice roll, so we're on the play. And this hand's sweet. 2 targeted discard spells, a rack and a Shrieking Affliction, and a Raven's Crime and 2 lands. Which kind of wish this was a swamp. Like, Mutavaults seem to do less work than you think. Like, I'd rather just cast lots of black spells than, like, Mutavault's good occasionally, but it really hurts the mana base. So we're not going to mulligan. And we'll see if our opponent keeps. Mulligan is 6, awesome. Like, you're always happy when your opponent mulligans, but this deck, you just want to see it every game. Okay, so Jund or black-green. So we're going to take the Dark Confidant here. This card is what we're going to take next turn. Pulse is bad for us, and Liliana is like good for us, so we don't care that much about it. So he has the Tomb, Mire, Courser. Courser Crifix is a sweet card. I'm definitely going to try that card out in Standard coming up pretty quickly. So much value. I got to play with Oracle Moldiah with like a Turbo Fog back in that Standard. And it's just so good. Just playing cards off the top. Someone asked me if I was double queuing. He probably saw me in the daily. Alright, so we drew a Treetop Village and played it. So we're going to Thoughtseize him now and take the Cursor. So it's same 2 lands. Play the rack. Takes no damage this turn. And we drew a bridge, which will keep us alive, but they have Abrupt Decay, which is really good against us. Drew a swamp. Allows us to crime. Like, if this was a swamp, we could just crime him again. But unfortunately, we can't. So we discard Liliana. I was going to say, like, we could play around Liliana. We have to figure out what we want to discard. I think I'm just going to attack for 2 here. Just because the Affliction doesn't do anything. It's probably hard for him to kill this. And he can't block with his Treetop Village yet, so. Goes to 18. He has 3 cards in hand, going to 4. Abrupt Decay. Smother. Okay, Abrupt Decay. So he has Pulse. And Overgrown Tomb. So he has Pulse and another card. We're gonna crime him here. So hopefully get rid of that Pulse before we play one of these. Okay, and we did. So the Affliction will deal more damage than the Mutavault, so we'll just play that. And the longer this is in play, the more damage it's going to deal, so we just always want that. No way. He drew another. I could try to play it safe and wait till he has no cards in his hand, but I didn't think he'd have another Abrupt Decay. So he's probably going to attack us here for 3, go to 15, but we get to play our bridge. And he's down 3, enters the bridge, so he should have some time to draw like a Liliana, or Dark Confidant, or another rack, or Shrieking Affliction. Drew a Swamp, just going to hold that in our hand, and we'll play Ensnaring Bridge. Pass the turn. So another thing like this deck, it doesn't do much sometimes in between like draws. Ooh, sweet. So drew. Oh, I was gonna say sweet Dark Confidant. We get to get his card with crime and then play a Confidant, but unfortunately we clicked our land instead of clicking the crime first. So that was pretty terrible on my part. Okay, he has Edge. He still has that 1 card in hand. Probably a land he's just holding. So yeah, that's definitely a misclick. But might not matter. We can't even attack, so we'll crime him again. Because he has the treetop villages. Yep, he had a land. So now we're just waiting for some action. And hopefully he doesn't draw a Dark Confidant or a Cursor Crucifix. Drew another land. Another land, okay. So, just a stalemate here. Just don't need to play these lands yet. Looks like he's just black-green, if we haven't, or if you haven't already guessed. Ooh, smallpox. Okay. Let's crime him. That is a big Tarmogoyf. You don't see 7/8 that often. So what we can do is play attack the Mutavault, he'll block. Then we smallpox, but then we lose everything. So I'm just gonna play this Dark Confidant. Maybe we'll smallpox. Well, maybe we might run that play next turn. Now, these are pretty risky without like we don't have a clock against them. But I just want to draw cards, and there's nothing in our deck that costs more than 3. So, and like you're still more likely to hit lands than anything else. Ooh, he's playing a spell this turn. Kitchen Finks. That ruins our smallpox play. So we definitely just need to draw racks and Shrieking Afflictions. Alright, land, smallpox. Oh my gosh. So we actually have to Raven's Crime ourselves, so we can't attack. And I don't want to use these smallpoxes yet. Still want to draw cards. We're still at 10 life. Like, he's not playing red, so he doesn't have burn. So yeah, this is another disadvantage of playing this deck. Okay, we drew a rack. Woo! And a Raven's Crime. Not that that one matters. Let's crime him. Slaughter Pact. Okay. Play the rack. Yeah, I guess we'll just play our land so we can't attack. Actually, or we could smallpox here. Get rid of one of our get rid of one of our Dark Confidants. I'm okay with that. Because now I don't want to take as much damage now that we have a clock on him. Discard the swamp. Sacrifice this Dark Confidant. He'll sacrifice his Kitchen Finks. Go up to 21. Bye-bye swamp. And he'll sacrifice like the Twilight Mire or the Overgrown Tomb. He might sacrifice a Treetop Village, which I'm okay with that. Okay, he did. So now we're less likely to die to our own Dark Confidants. But eventually we're going to have to get rid of him too. Say go. Also, because I'm glad he got rid of the Treetop, just because if he has like another Abrupt Decay or Maelstrom Pulse, which he probably has more, I can't see him not. We're in pretty bad shape. So drew another rack, awesome. Another Ensnaring Bridge, okay. So we're going to play those. Pass. He's going to take only 4 damage this turn. But now we're pretty safe. And then next turn we probably are going to smallpox. We might sacrifice our Mutavault to the creature portion of that, just because we want to draw cards. We'll see. So we got him on pretty good lock here. Ooh, Shrieking Affliction. Awesome. So I should run Raven's Crime him, play the Shrieking Affliction. He's going to take 7 on his turn, and I don't think we can die to our own Dark Confidants. Pass the turn back. Maelstrom Pulse would be like his best draw. It kills both the racks. But he's going to 7 this turn. Oh, looks like he drew an Abrupt Decay. Okay. So he's going to taking 6, going to 8. So we don't actually kill him next turn. Smallpox can put him to 1. Ooh, and drew Liliana. That is unfortunate. So that means we have to smallpox away our Dark Confidant because we don't want to die. So we play our land, we play Liliana, then we'll play Smallpox, and then we'll use Liliana. So we go to 2. Might have been worth it to Tech Edge or Mutavault just to keep us off mana. Like, it's not doing anything else, and he's not going to be able to cast a spell. Like, he doesn't want to cast spells anyways. Get rid of the swamp. He'll get rid of a land. We'll plus for Liliana. And say go. So we'll go to 1 here, and you could draw Maelstrom Pulse, but then we should attack him with Mutavault. Oh, we can't attack with Mutavault because we only have 1 card in our hand. Ooh. If he has Maelstrom Pulse, we are scrounging for last damage. But he didn't have it. Okay, let's go to Sideboarding. So I think we want Relic. He has lots of things to do with the graveyard. He has Sphinx, and he has Goyf, and he has Ooze. Smallpox doesn't seem that powerful. Liliana's okay here. But it does have Abrupt Decay. It does get, like, if he just plays like 1 threat, I can get rid of it with that. Because I'm taking out the Smallpox, so I don't have a way. But I need this 4th bridge. Alright, so I hate cutting Liliana. It's so good. I might want to cut Raven's Crime, because he might bring... Okay, so I have 3 Lilianas and 2 Raven's Crimes. We'll see how that works out. Yeah, Liliana's just so powerful. And in the first round of our daily, like, cutting it just seems terrible now. Okay, we have Relic to keep him off shenanigans. And we have Double Inquisition. And our opponent mulliganed. Awesome, awesome, awesome. He kept his 6. Looks like he has some discard effects. He played basic Swamp turn 1. Yep. So he probably won't take Inquisitions. He'll take either the Affliction or the Relic. Depends on what his hand is, obviously. Took the Relic, okay. Looks like he has a Goyf. Drew a Swamp. Double Goyf, Abrupt Decay. Think we're taking the Goyf and hope he whiffs. And then we take the other one. Yep. So he whiffed. And go like this. Now we can take the Abrupt Decay. Oh my gosh. Nope. We're still just going to take his Goyf, take his pressure. So his Abrupt Decay, Maelstrom Pulse. So we don't have any pressure yet, but... Alright, 2 swamps. Play this 3rd land. Like, we definitely want 3 lands, so I'm okay with playing that. Tech Edge, wow. That is terrible. I know, like, he has infinite green sources and he just hasn't drawn one yet. Okay, Thoughtseize. Both pretty much the same. We'll take the Pulse just because in case we get 2 out. We could have played the Shrieking Affliction. He would have taken 3, but he did draw the green source that turn, so, Alright. So now we just gotta kill him. We're set up perfectly. He has no cards in hand. He's taking 3 turn. He's on a very speedy 7-turn clock. Oh, he drew a treetop. Okay. We drew a swamp. That's pretty terrible. I think I should play land there in case we draw a bridge. So 14, take 3, we go to 13. He's actually winning this race. Ugh. So we haven't drawn Dark Confidant, which is like one of the best cards in the deck. Maybe like I also kind of want land destruction because like when you're keeping off mana and hand, it's just so good. There's you can play like a Rain of Tears. You can also play like Rain of Tears is just a stone rain, but it's black. Let's get rid of the card in his hand. And you can play like a Tectonic Edge. Might be better than Munivolts, actually. And go like that. So it goes to 11. And we go to 10. So Thoughtseize is good, but it's definitely a price to pay. So maybe we want to dismembers too, just to deal with like Treetop Village is a problem. Oh, but we drew bridge. So player land, play bridge, and hope he doesn't have an abrupt decay. Say go. So if he has abrupt decay, he might have just like filtered the Twilight Mana, killed the Restriction Affliction, and attack for 3. Alright, so he has 2 cards in hand. That means we can't make him. We can't take a damage. So the Affliction is off, but he takes 1 from the rack. So we just need some discard spells. Quick. 3 cards in hand means he takes no more damage. And we drew a land. I'm going to hold that in case we draw. I know I sideboarded out a couple of them, but in case we draw Raven's Crime, we can get rid of the rest of his hand. So yeah, no problem. If you don't draw discard spells, they can just keep all the cards in their hand. Okay, we'll play Liliana. So now we can start attacking his hand. Liliana's so good. Ooh! That wasn't guaranteed we were going to win that game, but definitely not guaranteed. But I'm glad he scooped. So yeah, that worked out perfectly. We're able to mana screw our opponent by him not drawing lands, and he just discarded all his Tarmogoyfs. Like, if one of those Tarmogoyfs came into play, we were just dead. We never drew a way to deal with it. We didn't draw a bridge soon enough. So yeah. So for as this deck, I think it's okay. The sideboard definitely needs to be changed. And you can Mise wins pretty hard like we did here. But overall, I don't suggest playing it. It's very tough to get wins. You have, I feel like Pod's just an unwinnable matchup. You have to be very lucky to get, like, you have to discard their pods, have them never draw a pod, and then just like have like 3 rack effects early, and discard their hand, and have them not draw answers. So yeah, it's pretty unrealistic. But alright, that's the deck. I actually played this because someone suggested, forgive me for not remembering who, suggested on my Merfolk video to play the rack, so I did. So if you have any other suggestions for either standard or modern decks, I'm willing to try out anything. Alright, thank you for watching, and have a good night.